Thanks so much for having me in your meeting. It's such an honor to be in Tarrant County. How many of you all did some work in 2018 in this county? Well, congratulations to you all for helping flip Tarrant County, because now we got Republicans shaking in their boots across this country because Tarrant County went blue in 2018. So my name is Cristina Tzintzun Ramirez. When you go into the polling booth, probably even next month if you are early voters, I want you to look for the longest, most complicated name. That will be me. And Tzintzun will be easy to remember. It's Tzintun, and it's an indigenous name to Mexico. We were the only group not defeated by the Aztecs. So you know I come from very good lineage, and I am ready to defeat John Cornyn. Senate because I want a government that belongs to and serves us, the people of Texas. And I've spent a decade and a half leading and building some of our state's largest voting and civil rights organizations, learning how to bring ordinary people together to pass legislation that has changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of Texans, from passing laws at the local and state level that's raised wages for construction workers and made jobs safer across our state, to tackling issues like student debt and climate change. But not only do I know how to pass progressive policy, I also know how to get out the voters we need to win in 2020 and flip this state. So we need, as Democrats, to win to build a broad, diverse coalition that is black, brown, and white, that it reflects who Texas is, but it's no secret that no Democrat wins unless they drive up voter turnout amongst Latinos and young people. And I am just the candidate that knows how to do that. So I am proud that I wrote Beto O'Rourke's campaign plan to get out Latino voters across Texas, and we saw a 250% increase in the Latino vote. And he asked me to do that because of my work at Jolt that grew from a small idea at my kitchen table in November 2016. Did anybody cry after the 2016 election? I spent a week crying, and then I pulled myself out of bed and I said, the best thing I can do, and I was 6 months pregnant at the time, was launch this whole new organization to mobilize young Latino voters. And I named it Jolt because I decided if young Latino voters came out and cast their ballots, that they would be a shock to the political system, not just of Texas, but the entire country. So at Jolt, we formed something called the Texas Youth Power Alliance. And with our friends at Move Texas and Texas Freedom Network, we registered 1 in 5 voters in Texas in 2018, nearly all young people, and got 70% of them out to vote. And we had a 500% increase in the youth vote in our state. So after doing progressive political work here in Texas over the last decade and a half, I've learned some things. And one of the things that I've learned that's best about our state, and I don't care what John Cornyn or Donald Trump says, is our diversity. And I know this because I live this. My mom is the oldest of 9 kids from a very poor farm-working family in southern Mexico. And my dad's a white American hippie that met my mom while traveling through Mexico in the 70s. Now, my white grandpa, who lived in Houston, used to say we were purebred Irish Mexican Americans. And as a kid growing up, I knew there was nothing purebred about my heritage, but I got to see and learn something that a lot of other people don't. That yes, my Mexican and Anglo families were different, but we had a lot more in common than we had at odds. That it doesn't matter where you come from, the color of your skin, who you love or who you pray to, that everybody just wants the same things for their children. That we all just want them to be safe and to be healthy and to go to great schools and become all that they dream of. And I think every single Texas family can have that, and every single Texas family deserves that, and that is why I am running for United States Senate.